A lot of you have asked, how do I clean my big ass wok? I'm going to show you. So I just cooked some eggs in here, and it's not that bad. But what you want to do after you cook is that you want to make sure that the wok is still hot, because that's the best time to wash it. So I take it to my sink. And because it's fairly non-stick, the food comes off easily. Some people don't like using a steel wool. I like using a steel wool because I don't really scrub it that hard. So it gets all those little bits off, you see? And I'm not scrubbing it hard at all. So the wok can handle it. But if you rather, you could use good old sponge and of course a little soap. Some people actually don't wash their woks with soap, but I don't know. I have to. But look how fast it washes. And the great thing about carbon steel is that it is very lightweight. The wok is very thin, and that's why it heats up so quickly. And then after you wash it, you need to dry it with some heat, okay? Some fire. So you just let that beat up, because if you don't, it's going to rust, guaranteed. You want to heat it up in high heat because you want to get that water to dry off as soon as possible. Another thing that I do, you don't have to do it if you're afraid of, I like to just kind of like dry it off even faster. But you don't have to, you could just let the heat dry the wok for you. Okay, after it's dry, you can just drop a little oil and re-season it. And you don't have to do this every time. You do it in the beginning while you are seasoning your wok. But then once it gets this great patina from the heat and from the cooking, you don't really need to oil it as much. But I'm just showing you how to do it. And you'll get a little bit of that. That's just the metal. Don't worry about it. It's good for you. It's like iron. I want to show you with this flat wok. You see, it starts off silver, fairly silver like this. And then over time, it gets this beautiful dark patina to it. And that's a way to know that it is becoming non-stick.
Show the inside.
So this one is still working. It's still a work in progress, okay? This one is another one. You don't need a big ass wok like mine. You can have like a smaller one like this. This will still feed a whole family of 4 to 6 people, whatever you cook in it. And these are all carbon steel. They're super light, but extremely durable. I love my woks. They become like your best friend. And you're gonna have a lot of fun cooking with them. And see, you see how thin they are? That's the trick for the heat to be distributed quickly in a wok. And the shape of it is ergonomic, okay? It allows you to maneuver with the high walls. It allows you to maneuver the food, to stir fry. It's the best design, and I highly recommend you getting one. I have a lot of other pots and pans, but these are my go-tos each and every time. Because it is carbon steel in its natural state, it will rust. So you want to make sure that it's well taken care of. And it's kind of like cast iron. You know, it's very similar to that. You need to apply a layer of oil. It's kind of like your skin. You want to keep it moisturized. You want to keep it in good condition. And that extra layer is just a protection for the metal so that it doesn't rust, especially if you live like in a high humidity area. It's just a good way to take care of your incredibly helpful instrument in the kitchen. You want to wait until it's completely cooled down before you put it away. And don't touch it until it is completely cooled down, because it is hot. Yeah, it gets really, really hot. So if for some reason you forget to dry your wok and it gets wet. Oh, another important thing before I mention anything else. Do not leave food in the wok and have your wok sitting and go, oh, you know what, I'm going to watch a TV show or do my laundry before I wash my pots and pans. A wok needs to be washed immediately after, otherwise it will rust. And if that does happen, the best way to get the rust off is with the steel wool. And then you do the same process. You take the rust off, wash it, rinse it, put it over the flame, dry it, and then put some oil on it. And it'll heal. It'll heal itself after that. It seems to me like eventually it somehow absorbs the oil a little bit. But if you're worried about it, you can always just, once it's cooled down enough, wipe off as much of the excess as possible. And it doesn't matter because, the bottom of your pots can get a little bit of that oil treatment too. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wen in the Kitchen, where you'll be able to find more videos and helpful tips in the kitchen.